So King Dingbat has recently had the privilege of speaking to David in Atlanta. Now, he seems like a nice guy. Shout out to David in Atlanta. Go subscribe to his channel. I'll put the link in the description. This is one delusional Atlanta Falcons fan. He's so delusional he may need a prostate exam. It's just the way it is. He may be in the need for a giant prostate exam. But not only does he think Atlanta's going to destroy the Eagles week 1, he also thinks Matt Ryan is better than Carson Wentz. Doesn't he know what Matt Ryan is? Here's what Matt Ryan is. A choker, okay? Now, even if our passing game ain't working well against Atlanta, what's he going to do when the handoff goes to Ajayi? He does this! And what's he going to do when Corey Clement gets the ball and he does a spin move? Touchdown!
Kick the red, double move on the red.
Yo everybody, how you doing? King Dingbat here. So here's the question I have for you. Who is the featured back for the Philadelphia Eagles? That is the question that I want to see answered during camp, and it may be longer before it actually does get answered, but I'm excited because camp is only a few days away. It's only a few days away, and I can't wait for it to get started. Now, we've talked about some of the things in the last video, what I was looking forward to seeing in training camp. But today I want to specifically talk a little bit about two running backs, Ajayi and Corey Clement. So truth be told, today I wanted to do a live stream on this very subject, but I just didn't have enough time or know how much time I had to do one, so I'm settling for this video instead, but expect the live streams to start up again next week as the Eagles report for training camp, okay? Now, when we talk about these two running backs, one of the things that I like to bring up is that during the OTAs, the thing I heard about both of these guys specifically was that they were in tremendous shape, especially Ajayi, that he was in fantastic shape, that he was eating right. He was preparing himself because this is the last year of his, I guess, rookie deal, so he wants a new contract. He's got to be on his top game. And then you have Corey Clement, who I heard was working his butt off all OTAs. And then I ran into a video where I guess the news was interviewing him and he was working out and he was talking about the friendly competition that him and Ajayi will have this training camp. And, you know, I love that. I love the competition when players on the same team, when they go at it. That's why I always say, if the Eagles could bring in somebody, even at a spot that they already have their guy, just to compete, just to push them, do it. Do it, because it makes the players better. And that's exactly what I think is going to happen with Ajayi and Corey Clement. I definitely do. Now, as far as Corey Clement goes, okay, he was an undrafted rookie free agent that nobody really knew what to expect. We were excited because we knew him from college and from Wisconsin, but we didn't know what to expect from him. And basically, he surprised the hell out of me. I mean, I didn't think he had the burst he did or the speed he did. I think he came in later for the rookie year than he was in college. And then the receiving skills out of the backfield really shocked me. And then, of course, during the Super Bowl, he has 100 yards. First undrafted rookie running back free agent to ever have 100 yards catching in a Super Bowl. Pretty cool statistic, really. But, you know, the thing about Corey Clement, all seasons, I heard he's been working his butt off. So when I look at Corey Clement and I look at what he flashed last year, I think Corey Clement's ceiling is he could be the future franchise running back for the Philadelphia Eagles. I think he's that good where he could be a good running back for the Eagles for a long time to come, the premier main back for the Eagles. He can catch, he can run, and I think he's good all around. So I'm expecting big things from him this year. I expect him to push Ajayi. I definitely do. Now with the Ajayi, okay, he's a whole different scenario. This is a guy that didn't come to the Eagles until I think, their 8th game, and he played 7 games for the Eagles. Now, when he was in Miami, he was struggling. He averaged 3.4 yards per carry, and basically, they shipped him out. I still don't understand the trade. I think it was a stupid trade for them. It worked out for us. He comes to the Eagles, and he goes from a 3.4 average to a 5.8 average, right? And he didn't get tons of work for the Eagles. He didn't get a lot of work. You had Blunt, you had Clement, and he ended up with like 870 something yards and a couple touchdowns, but he was a great player. And he came up, if you remember, he always seemed to break one big run a game. It always seemed to happen. He fumbles maybe a little too much. He's got to work on that. But he's another guy working his butt off, and I think he's ready to have a big year. So the question is, who is the #1 back going into training camp for the Eagles? And I would have to say it's Ajayi. I would put Ajayi as the #1 back going into camp, and I would have Corey Clement as the #2 back. But I'm going to tell you this, it's not that far apart. They are not that far apart. It's almost like 1 and 1A as far as I'm concerned, because I think Corey Clement is really good, and he's going to give Ajayi a run for his money during training camp. And this is what you want. This is what you want because it makes both players better, you know? So it's going to be very interesting. Also, one thing to think about is, will Corey Clement's work go down, especially as like a receiver? Will it go down with the return of Darren Sproles? Because the Eagles will like to use Darren Sproles, probably go out of the backfield a lot more. So will that affect Corey Clement at all? We'll have to watch and see how that plays out. But I think Corey Clement is a very talented young player. I think Ajayi is the type of guy who could go out and be one of the top 5 to 10 backs in the league. I think he has that talent inside him. I know that people worry about his knee and that kind of thing, but I see Ajayi as pretty fresh going into the season because he didn't get a lot of work last year with the Eagles. He got a lot of time to rest with Blunt, with Clement, and I think Ajayi is ready for a huge workload, especially if the Eagles have no plans on signing Ajayi next offseason. They're going to work him. They're going to work him and use him as much as they can, because why not? Why wouldn't you? So I would say Ajayi is the #1 back. Corey Clement is a close to going to training camp. And I see Ajayi as a Pro Bowl caliber running back. So I think the Eagles are really stacked at the running back position. Ajayi, Clement, and then with Sproles. And Sproles helps not only receiving out of the backfield, but he's also great with the special teams. So expect a big increase in our special teams. And basically what I'm saying to you is Dallas is going to get double moonwalked. The Giants are going to get double moonwalked. The Atlanta Falcons are all going to get double moonwalked. And that's the way it is. But hey, camp's a few days away. I look forward to the live streams. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat.